Last time on Tales of Berseria.
Have you ever thought that being the Reaper really isn't all that great? I get to say it at every turn. I get to sail the wide open seas. But what does it matter?
Eisen, just get over it. Stop being such a little ass.
Oh, alright.
Hey guys, Ryden here and welcome back to Tales of Berseria. I actually decided to go and grind a little bit. Little did I know, I was like, you know, instead of teleporting all the way back, there's probably a turtle shop, like, right there. So I went through this door, and a cutscene started, and I was like, shit, I have to go back, so I'm down 2 hours of grinding, which, whatever, it's fine. I can always just redo it, or not do it at all. Luckily, this game is very lenient as to the requirements, as to win things. Even on hard mode, you don't really have to grind that much, which is a relief. I mean, literally, I ran past every single enemy on my way here, so whoopsie doodles. Anyways, shall we continue? I didn't actually watch the cutscene, so, I don't know what happens in it. So I haven't been spoiled already or anything. Oh my god, do you see the frame rate on that thing? Oh, this place is pretty. Reminds me of, one of the last areas of Berseria, almost. Or not Berseria, god damn it. Vesperia. And I downloaded and actually tried Tales of Raise to your recommendation. It's pretty fun. It doesn't beat FGO for me, but it eats a battery like a madman. Hello, doggy.
Well, it wiped out the security for us, but
generic werewolf.
Well, look at that. Wolfie's got the crest of Aminoch, the same pendant worn by priestesses.
Then that makes this demon.
Yeah, she must be the missing mother, Mahina.
Can't be.
Okay. Well, let's try and do this.
It's gonna eat you.
Yeah, that leaves me not knowing what I'm actually supposed to do to this thing. It's so small. It's not even like a boss enemy. It's kind of like a slightly stronger generic demon. Guys, I cannot see what it's doing. Guys, you're doing too many arts. I'm having trouble trying to counter this thing because I can't see it moving. There we go. Finally. Enemies with no weaknesses are really hard to kill.
To think a priestess, beloved by her village, would become a demon.
It actually happens rather easily.
Eleanor? She's never going to be the same again. This is the least I can do for her. So says reason.
What? What?
That feeling.
Oh, don't tell me there's a leak in the ceiling.
Damn.
Oh, I think that was a mental thing. I thought there was a literal leak in the ceiling. I'm like, god damn it. This place is gonna flood, isn't it?
Let the demon be. We don't need it.
Oh, I need to get to see what that glaciite was. We got Bloody Boot, though. And a skit? And more areas? Okay. Hold on, I want to see what that glaciite was. Wearying glaciite provides the ability to trigger random fatigue-related skills. Now, this is one thing I'm starting to notice about this game, which I guess is good for most people, but I kind of just wish I had the old style of gameplay that I had, like in Vesperia and Exilia, where you could tie different moves to different specific buttons so you can just activate them in any order you please. The thing I'm starting to find with this game is that since they oversimplified the combat, there's so much going on in mechanics. Like, I think there's hundreds and hundreds of tutorial screens that are paragraphs long that just tell you how every little thing works and how every little damage number works, and it's honestly a little too much. I mean, it doesn't keep you from getting through the game or learning how to play it, but it's trying to teach you all of these micro mechanics to the gameplay, And I think it's just a little too much if they're trying to simplify things. So I can see why they went for the combat they did. So it's like, oh, easy combo. Now anyone can do it. Regardless of if they're bad at, like, memorization or hand-eye coordination.
That demon. I guess she caught Daemonblight when she was looking for her daughter.
Yeah, that's what the girl at the inn said.
But even after turning into a demon, she's still searching for her daughter. Well, Rokurok, Korogane, and Dial all remember what they wanted when they were human, right? Demon or not, she's a mother. It's no surprise she would still be protective of her child.
It could be that. Or it could be something else.
Well, I hope that's what it is.
I know that must be how she felt as a human. But demons don't have a sense of motherhood or any such thing. You saw how violent she was. She's not Mahina anymore. When she became a demon, she lost all capacity for empathy and love. It's heartbreaking, but it's the truth.
Do you not see Rokuro and Velvet? Do you not see them, like, standing right next to you?
Velvet and Rokuro still have empathy.
That's what I was saying.
One demon left unchecked could take 100 lives. And this one's even willing to attack Exorcists.
One Artorias left unchecked can kill an entire village.
Demons can wipe out entire villages, even cities, just as they destroyed my village.
No, literally, I can't tell if you're talking about demons or Artorias anymore.
Thus, my path is clear.
Eleanor is right. There's no turning back once you've changed. Perhaps it would be a mercy to grant her peace through death.
Aww. Wait, what are you guys talking about? There's no turning back once they've changed. Did you not see Zavid kind of yelling at you? And I don't really know what he did. It's not like Zavid turned that wyvern back into a human. It's more like he calmed it down.
Is Innominat really an Empyrean?
What makes you ask that all of a sudden?
Well, according to the song Grimm deciphered, Innominat is an 8-headed dragon, right? The Empyreans are supposed to be these holy beings, but using therians to feed on malevolence sounds more sinister than divine to me.
You've got a point there. Empyreans are a type of Malakim, and that doesn't seem like any Malak we've seen. And even less so when we're talking an 8-headed dragon.
Is it so far-fetched?
What do you think will happen if the Therians come together in one place?
Well, it wouldn't be good. My guess is they'd merge together into a giant, horrific monster. The mighty beast will attack us with its 8 long, snake-like necks and 8 heads spitting hellfire!
I like your
I can
description.
see your worry.
Right? And that's 8 heads with only 6 of us to take them on. It'd be more than we could handle.
I'd have to conjure up a double or two.
You can do that?
Of course not.
Then why mention it?
Oh!
What is it, Laphicet?
Do you think each head would act of its own free will? Because if they do, they'd be uncoordinated, bumping into each other and going this way and that, giving us an opening. If we fight as one united whole, I know we can win.
Yes! If we work hand in hand, victory is ours. Right, everyone?
Us united? Have you looked at us recently?
Well, I mean, maybe.
Don't worry. I'm sure we'll all get along eventually. And another, which I don't know what this links to. I think it just links to that crystal. No, it allows us to get in there, but I was already able to get in there through the other room. But I suppose it's a shortcut back, technically. So you gotta make all the lights shine. Gradient doll. I have a feeling it's just gonna be this rainbow. I was so right. What are those tiny pictures? What the hell? It looks like something someone made in, like, Microsoft Paint. I'm just kind of thinking about it. I know it could make the game sort of unbalanced, but I kind of wish Fire Emblem had, like, some randomized loot. Almost like there was I know it's weird bringing up a different game in this LP, but it makes me think it'd be cool if Fire Emblem had, like, some loot that was guaranteed like we already do, and you can see them in their inventory, and, like, randomized loot where you could get really lucky and get something awesome. Is that a water bridge?
Whoa! A water bridge!
Yes, Lava said exactly what I said. You guys are saying that Lava Set tends to repeat what I say. That's because he's just too perfect. Okay, I don't know how we're gonna get rid of that water, though.
Well, you could always try busting through it, but I wouldn't. Who knows what sort of traps you might trigger?
I know. Look at that diamond-shaped stone in the door. Haven't we seen that somewhere else?
You're right. It was on the pedestal with that chalice.
That huge thing? You must have some sharp eyes there.
I was more interested in what was inside that chalice.
So, what? That chalice is the key?
Somehow I doubt it'll be that simple. Some stones are colored and some aren't. It must hold some kind of significance.
I think you're right.
Okay, so we're missing 3? The jewels are 2 colors, blue and white. They resemble the jewels of the in the chalice pedestal. Perhaps they're connected in some way. Ooh, expedition has returned. 2 wins. We got mayonnaise.
Real tasty.
We got mayonnaise from the ocean and used it to make chunky potato salad. I don't like potato salad, though. I think you need to have a talk with the sailors when they're leaving and they come back. And you're like, so what'd you guys find? And they're like, we found this 1,000,000-year-old crusty jar of mayonnaise. It's like, that's perfect. Perfect for the Reaper. Then Eisen just starts rubbing it all over his body. It's like, yes, this is the supplement I needed. Oh shit, you've got to be kidding me. How far back do I have to go? Oh no. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's a lot of time wasted. Those dangerous encounters can kick your ass if you're not careful. I think this is the closest we've had, but that's gonna require me going back quite a ways. Is this when we entered the room? Yeah, not sure. Not really sure. Oh, I accidentally teleported outside. Whoops, hopefully that doesn't reset everything. If it does, I am going to take my copy of Berseria and burn it. Okay, we are now at the hour mark in the recording. I have spent a lot of time this episode doing nothing. I have died 3 times to the goddamn lizard wizards. And I accidentally teleported myself outside once with a Denor bottle. So, I've had my fair share of this dungeon, and I've had enough of it. And if what I did doesn't work, then I am going to not record today and you guys won't get a video. What the fuck? Wait, what? Don't tell me. No, don't tell me. I swear to God. No. Oh, shit. So, I left to go buy some things from Penguin Guy because we didn't have a whole lot of life bottles left, and I thought, that resets every single part of the puzzle in the dungeon. Have to do it all over again. If I wasn't such a calm guy all the time, and I was anyone else but me, I would probably be yelling at the TV screen right now. Wait, how did you revive? Come on, 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 come on. Or, what? Oh my God. Oh, I'm about to... the things I'm about to do. As soon as you activate the mechanism, you sense the mana begin to permeate the temple. You seem to have released the kind of fuck you mechanism. I am so done here. I am done. I haven't been this angry since, like, Endgame of Radiant Dawn. I hate this so much. Wait, what? Activating the mechanism might affect something in the temple. Okay, no. I can do that. Like, the dungeon would not be so bad if, A, I know it's kind of weird to say, but I think puzzles have to be intuitive in a sense, in which you can kind of get what's going on. But the fact that the puzzle is so far away from one another, like, the puzzle is the entirety of the dungeon, which makes traveling around a slog. And on top of that, these lizard enemies, not those guys, but there are these lizard enemies that are so unbalanced. I can outrun almost anything in the dungeon. Like, these guys can't move as fast. Those guys can't move as fast. But those lizard guys, for some reason, they can move, like, nearly as fast as you. They do so much damage that they basically one-shot you if you are even hit by them. And on top of that, you can get into a spawn where 5 of them spawn at once. Let's just go. I'm so done.
I feel the power coming from further inside.
Yeah, whatever,
How
Lava Set.
very intriguing.
I don't need your puns right now, okay? Moglu, one more pun, and I'm shoving Bienfu down your throat. Oh, okay. Now I see the catch.
Well, there.
Oh, Yuri there. He's like, I've been watching all your suffering, Xeno. All from on top of this hat, and I'm still happy. Are you happy? No, I'm not, Yuri.
There you are.
Oh, it's in the barrier.
That barrier again!
Looks like we were right. Another therian.
Just as Velvet conjectured, each of the 7 heads seems to assume a different form.
The sensation! It was here!
Well, look at that. I guess your hunch panned out too, kiddo.
This is just how I felt in Ward Forest. That must have been an Earth Pulse point back there, too.
Well, what are we going to do with this one? Can we get it to shrink like that bug of yours?
I don't care whether it lives or dies. As long as we defeat it and take out one of Inominat's heads, that's all that matters.
Do you not see, like, the child in it? Okay.
Try not to let it eat you.
That'd be very
Let me guess. Weak to
uncomfortable.
fire. It's Apodius, Demi-Human, and Fiend. Which I think... Velvet's Fire Art. Yeah, Slag Assault actually works against Apodius enemies. And we'll do Harsh Rebuttal. Followed by... That's all we can do. We've triggered everything on it except for Fiend. I don't think Velvet has any arts that trigger Fiend, actually. No, she doesn't have any. I don't think I actually got him in a stun state because we're doing so little damage. No, I didn't. I messed that up. I thought he was stunned. But I guess I got it a second too late. Wow, you just wrecked me there. Revive Aizen. And we'll have Aizen swap out with Lafayette. Never mind, he can't. This is not going well. I feel like I'm really starting to understand the combat system now. Because the things that you guys were trying to tell me I didn't understand the whole time, and it's because I wasn't looking in the right place. And by that I mean, you see how they have the giant symbol next to, like Tearing Thorn. You can see how they have the earth symbol, because I think that's what that is. That's earth damage. They have that symbol. But then if you look at, like, the bottom right corner, it says Defense Down, Stun, and Amorphous. I wasn't even looking over there. And I know it's my own fault for not seeing that, but I feel like they would put those symbols next to the elemental symbols. But, it's just something I didn't notice. Oh no, how many people is that gonna get? Just one, okay, that's fine. The main thing is I just want everyone to get the experience. That's all I care about. And we did it, just barely. Ooh, that was a fun fight, I have to admit, after that dumb dungeon.
I don't think this therian's getting any smaller.
Just do it the way you always do, Velvet. Is every single person just... Is every single person just ignoring the fact there's a child inside that therian? Or are we just gonna
I'm not letting
assume?
you go this time!
Please don't tell me this is gonna be like phase 2, because I do not have the life bottles for this.
Eating the demon?
That's what they do.
It ate her! Malevolence must refer to demons, then.
Feeding on demons. I know what that's like.
Oh, please don't. I can't do this. Whoa, what the hell?
Mommy. Look! It turned into a little girl!
Is that... Kamoana?
Mommy, why? Why did you leave me all alone? Did I do something wrong? Was I too weak? I'm sorry, Mommy. I'm sorry.
So essentially she just ate her mother. That's pretty messed up.
No, this can't be happening.
I tried so hard to be strong for you, Mommy. The man from the Abbey made me strong. So please, Mommy, please come back.
The Abbey made her strong?
By turning her into a therian? Jeez, those Abbey jokers really get off on this sacrifice stuff, don't they?
I can't believe it. That woman, she was trying to save her own daughter.
Mommy! Mommy! I miss you. Mommy!
Dying, unable to save her daughter, all she could do was offer herself to feed her hungry child.
No, this is my fault.
So, should we bring her with us?
Someone like her will only slow us down.
That therian isn't going anywhere!
Oh, perfect timing, Oscar.
Oscar, what is the Abbey doing? Please tell me, I have to know.
Eleanor, the less you know, the better.
I must know. I killed her mother, and then the poor girl, she...
Ah, so she must have devoured the demon. But don't let that trouble you.
What? Don't let that trouble you? Just get over it?
The demon was a necessary sacrifice to bring an end to this world's pain and suffering.
It wasn't just some demon. She was a mother. She was all this girl had. Her one and only mother.
Be that as it may, those who possess strong wings must...
Oh.
It's not nice to make a girl cry.
I have the strangest feeling that she is not going to come along willingly.
Kamoana.
It's now or never.
Out of the way, Laphicet.
Wait! Have you no compassion?
This isn't up for discussion.
I thought you just wanted to weaken Innominat! You can sever the link! You don't have to kill her! Velvet!
Oh, she's just breaking the thing. What? I feel like Velvet does this shit all the time, like, intentionally. Like, she loves screwing with people's expectations.
Oh, someone's had a change of heart. Apparently, a woman's tears truly do have frightening power.
I'm just curious about something Grimoire said. I can always kill this one later.
If we're taking her with us, we'd better grab her and go. No sense lingering in the enemy's territory.
Hey, Kamawana. My name's Laphicet. Do you want to come with me and my friends and get out of here?
Where's my mommy? I'll be lonely without her. You're not alone, sweetie. I promise. Even if she's far away, your mother will always be looking over you. How do you know? Because that's what my mother does for me, too.
Let's go, Kamawana.
Okay.
Whoa, she has like a little cone hanging off her head. Or off of her hair. I love how easily Oscar was taken out. Just one kick to the side and he's like, oh, I guess I'm done. Marathoner's Ventite. Unlocks the Chain Battle grade bonus. What? Possessing the Marathoner's Ventite will increase grade earned if another battle is fought within a certain time after winning a battle. This effect stacks, allowing up to double the normal amount of grade, but will reset if any character is KO'd. You flee from battle or you save the game. Oh, cool. So this is the thing that people were telling me about is the fastest way to farm grade. Because originally, I mean, it's not as hard to farm as it used to be, but this is definitely going to make it a whole lot easier to max out gear. I mean, I highly doubt she's going to be another party member, but that would be pretty sick because the way this screen is made, it looks like there's room for 2 more, and I highly doubt there's going to be more, but I'd actually love that because she actually reminds me of a lot of the, I can't remember the name from Xenogears. There's a bunch of like little girls in Xenogears that get transformed. So long ago. Screw you, lizard people, we're leaving. I don't want anything to have to do with this place ever again. Until I'm way over levered. Until I'm way over level.
Not good.
That.
The malevolence is getting stronger.
My. The effects are already starting to show.
The darkness is coming. That is something I hate in every single game. I don't care what form of media it is. If you have an evil force and you're so lazy that you just call it the darkness, like, screw that. I mean, like, come on. How many times has that been used? It's been overdone to a ridiculous extent by this point. Please tell me this is just around the temple and this hasn't, like, spread across the island. Jesus. Guys, this episode, I'm not even sure how far this is in. I'm not even sure this is going to be the 30-minute mark for you guys. But that was nearly an hour and a half trying to solve that damn puzzle. And it wasn't even the fact that I couldn't solve the puzzles. I kept dying trying to get the puzzle solved. Is everyone in town going to be a demon now? They're getting close.
Grim, what's up? Did you come to share something else you found in that book?
Not quite. I'm afraid the malevolence has grown too dense for me to hole up at the inn reading. Malevolence?
How do you guys not see this?
The hell? What's that coming out of their bodies?
Wait, so this is a similar situation to what happened with Velvet, in which she was made into a therian by being, I'm assuming, fed Lothiset, practically. But the thing is, her village was filled with malevolence beforehand. So that means that Artorias already sacrificed someone there? I'm assuming?
Malevolence. They're all hitting their limits.
Daemonblight! Even the inn girl! Why is this happening?
They're demons now. Their malevolence is spilling over.
The malevolence. All of that energy spilling from their bodies. That's what causes the Daemonblight?
Do you know what Daemonblight really is? What demons are?
They couldn't have gotten far. Track them down at all costs.
We'll talk later. The Exorcists are going to have their hands full with these demons. Let's get back to the ship while we can.
Yeah, Aizen is over 1,000 years old. You'd figure that he knows what he's talking about. I didn't even get to shop. I was hoping that I'd get to go back to town and at least stock up a little, because we have 0 life bottles, and...
Where are we going? Where's my mom? Kamoana, your mother is still far away. Then I need to wait for her at home. Let's go back to Haria.
I don't think that there's anyone left for you, and I also don't think they'd be very welcoming.
Scary demons are running through the village.
But I want to see my mom.
Your mom would be sad if you got hurt by a demon. Come with us, and we'll keep you safe until she comes back.
Okay, I'll go with you. I wouldn't want Mom to be sad.
No, you wouldn't. So just come on, even though this isn't totally what kidnappers say.
Scout ship.
All right. You're going to tell me about the Daemonblight and malevolence. Are you seriously thinking of breaking the Malak taboo?
Wait, you guys have taboos? You guys have rules?
That depends.
Malak taboo?
This is about more than just the demons. You could say it's the truth behind how this world really works. The knowledge can be devastating to humans, throwing into question everything they think they know.
It's that bad, huh?
And so the Malakim agreed to withhold it from humans, for their own protection.
Do you still want to know?
It's not like I'm a human anymore.
I can't keep lying to myself. I can't go on unless I know the truth.
You asked for it. First of all, this illness you call Daemonblight does not exist.
What?
Any human carries the potential of becoming a demon. All it takes is for the malevolence lurking in their heart to overflow.
Okay, that's not too surprising.
And what exactly is this malevolence?
Impure emotions beyond what reason can suppress. Think of it as the sin buried in men's souls.
So you knew.
I'm a witch. So malevolence is the darkness in all our hearts. Make any sense to you guys? Any at all?
When you put it like that, yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
By nature, humans are incited by negative energy. It is easy to turn them towards impurity, creating malevolence. In fact, most people are constantly generating malevolence.
It might even be possible that demons are people's true selves, and what little reason they possess is all that keeps them in human form.
Oh, that would be an interesting conclusion.
If the masses realize this, the realm would be thrown into utter chaos. That's why the Abbey propagates the lie of Daemonblight.
So I presume.
That can't be true! You know yourselves there weren't any demons before the opening!
It used to be that humans couldn't see demons, or Malakim. Not unless they possessed a unique spiritual talent we call resonance.
All your average human would see was someone turning extremely violent. Unable to explain what was happening, they'd just call those people possessed or feral.
Then what made people see them all of a sudden?
I don't know. My guess would be that something triggered greater resonance among all of humanity. And then, on the day of the Advent, all humans gained the ability to perceive Malakim. And in the following days, the Exorcist numbers swelled.
This has to be Artorias' doing.
But if there's no sickness, why would an entire village turn into demons at the same time?
8-headed is the lord of the land, with 7 mouths to devour malevolence. Humans produce malevolence, which therians consume and transmit to Innominat. But when we removed Kamawana from the Earth Pulse point...
Couldn't eat anymore.
Clever boy. That's right. With no therian to absorb their malevolence, the villagers could no longer contain it.
So you're saying it's all my fault?
I'm still confused about the whole situation with Velvet then, because was a therian already in there, and that's why he tried to feed Laphicet to the therian that was in there, or he's trying to feed Laphicet to Innominat, wasn't he? I'm sorry, I'm very confused about that situation, because that probably means that Artorias killed whatever therian was in there, and then tried to feed Laphicet to Innominat instead. But he didn't really seem to care about the village. It's still very unclear what he's trying to do or what he was trying to do back there.
Hey, what's going on? You all look so sad. It's scaring me.
Oh, it's okay, demon child. You don't have to understand
On the other
any of
hand,
this.
At least now we know we can trust the contents of that ancient book. We tear the therians away from their Earth Pulse points. Innominat's power will wane, and will prevent this awakening.
But if we take away the therians, then more and more humans will turn into demons.
It's the only way to kill Artorias.
Ooh, the knives come out.
So even the truth won't stop you. Very well.
Since each therian looks different, we'll only find them by capturing the Earth Pulse points one by one.
What separates humans and demons?
That's Eleanor.
Cheer up, Eleanor. Your mommy's looking over you too, you know.
Yeah, so she is. Thank you, Kamawana.
Why is it that all the children in this universe are
More.
absolute perfect, like, angels, or they're trying to scam you out of triple triad cards and, like, kicking your shins.
I want you to tell me more about what you said earlier. About malevolence? I told you, the subject is taboo.
I understand that human emotions create a poison called malevolence that turns people into demons. Is there no way to stop malevolence from being created?
As long as humans remain human, no. Malevolence is born of emotion, you see.
But your kind must have found a way around it. Malakim experience emotions too.
But Malakim do not produce malevolence, unlike humans.
That's a lie. I've watched a Malak turn into a demon.
That only happens when we are exposed to too much external malevolence.
True. The island was full of prisoners and demons. And Melchior hit that Malak with something that turned it into a wyvern. Was it malevolence?
To Malakim, malevolence is a powerful toxin. We seek those of purity to serve as vessels to protect us from it. It is not a perfect solution, however.
If the vessel is corrupted, the Malak is as well.
That is correct.
So if Eleanor turns into a demon, then Laphicet... That must be what Eisen meant when he said he'd hate to see Laphicet's vessel broken.
A small crack in one's soul is often all it takes to break a person apart. So try not to pick on our squeaky clean exorcist too much,
Thanks for the warning.
Last episode, I said that I disliked Bienfu, and people were like, why do you dislike Bienfu so much? He's, he's okay, and, like, the reason I don't like him is because in the overall plot, he doesn't really have that much importance. And I know that's weird, it's like, oh, can he just be a fun character? And I'm like, well, that's kind of what separates a good mascot-type character from a bad one. If the character has a lot of depth to them and actually helps in situations, that's one thing. But in this entire section, because the way that oh, look, the penguins are still up there. Sorry, I got distracted. But, the way that Bienfu is written, he just doesn't have any input on any serious situations almost ever. This entire time we've been talking about all this serious stuff, and he hasn't said a word. Mainly because it's the way he's written. He's written to be a joke, as far as I know. Maybe he does have some huge story behind him, but as far as I can see right now, he's just some useless, plotless joke character. And that's what bothers me, because you could give that character a story. You could have them involved in things, like I said, for example, Teddy, Morgana, or even Tipo, because those are the ones that come to my mind. Even Tipo has like a small part, or actually has a decent part of her story.
Sir, we just received a Sylph J from the boss of the Bloodwings. She has a job for us and wants us to meet her in Logres. How should we respond?
Let's do it. Besides, we need to see if that demon in the villa was actually a therian.
Good point. And the Bloodwings might know something about the other therians too. We're heading for Logres. Prepare to set sail.
Ready anytime.
Okay, let's go then. Oh, you guys also told me to go back to this class 4 zone, because apparently there's chests around every single one of these that I missed. I mean, I didn't look because the chest counter in the top left corner says 0, because I don't think there's one here. I looked around, I thought, but everyone was pretty certain on telling me that there is a chest here. Wow, there is. It's a cat's box. Why doesn't it show up on the counter? Do cat's boxes not count? Oh, we don't have enough. We'll come back. We can always come back. What is this? These are positioned like there's supposed to be some sort of door here. Huh, that's odd. Yeah, I guess cat's boxes don't count and they're supposed to be hidden. I didn't notice they didn't add to the counter. Anyway, let's go to Port Zexen.
She's so excited. She's like, I don't know what this does, but it looks so cool.
Yet that girl's a therian. I don't even know what I want anymore.
Hey, that's pretty! You like to look at that thing, don't you?
Yes. My mother... Someone very important to me gave me this. I treasure it a lot. Looking at it gives me strength. Do you want to see it?
Yeah! Ah! What's wrong?
My face! It's scary!
Oh, she didn't know. Wait, how did you not figure out they go demonized? You have like 2 horns hanging in front of your face, something like a giant bulb attached to your head, and your hands are completely black.
I don't want to look like that.
Oh shit.
I don't want my
Malevolence.
mommy to hate me. Mommy!
I have to admit it, this crying is pretty annoying.
When I was her age, that's just how I cried. Come, Moana. I want you to see this.
That huge owie.
Whoa, whoa.
What happened?
Laphicet's still in the room. If Velvet sees this, she is going to, like, throw you off the side of the boat.
It's big and ugly.
Laphicet's sitting over there like, I don't know what those are, but I'm not looking.
My body too. But do you think I'm scary, Kamoana?
No, not at all. But are you all right? Does that hurt?
Thanks, sweetie. I'm all right, I promise.
What about me? Do you think I'm scary?
You're such a sweetheart, Kamoana. Nobody could ever be scared of you. Not me, not your mother, not Laphicet. You don't have to cry anymore. It'll be okay. I promise.
I don't even know how the hell we're gonna hide her when going into town. She's gonna have to stay on the ship because there's no way, like, unless we clothed her up. No, like, we would have to have her wear an eye patch, clothe her up, and somehow hide her horns. So, I don't think there's any way she could actually come with us to do anything.
Okay.
Her eye's pretty cool, though.
That scar. Was it from a demon?
Yeah. They attacked my village when I was a girl.
Laphicet literally gets to see almost like every girl naked so far.
I couldn't move. But my mother lured them away from me so I could survive.
What happened to her?
The last thing she said to me was, "Stay strong and keep living."
Oh.
Come to the deck. Grimoire says she's learned something from the book. Hey, why's your face so red?
It's nothing.
Somehow, I doubt that.
It's nothing, I swear.
Why is every girl just like, okay, Laphicet, here, I don't even care you're here, just look at my naked body, it doesn't matter.
Do you all remember the second verse of that song Laphicet read earlier?
4 Empyreans may tear him asunder, but so long as there is one receptive to divine power, therians shall be forever reborn in sight of the full crimson moon.
Right. That's what I've gathered you all here to discuss.
And we think that passage means that Innominat and the Therians will be revived by a chosen one, right?
Yes, but the shall be forever reborn part kept bothering me. I've reconsidered my analysis. Suppose that instead of someone being chosen by Innominat to create therians, the song means that Innominat chooses who becomes therians. But so long as there is one receptive to divine power, therians shall be forever reborn. What do you think that could mean?
That someone receptive to Innominat's power will be reborn as a therian.
Like Kamoana.
Which is to say that the Abbey figured out how to turn people into therians, and then got right to work.
That's...
Are you really that surprised? Artorias has always been one to prioritize the many over the individual, as I well know.
Another thing to consider is this wording about therians being forever reborn. This could mean that one therian will be reborn again and again, or it could mean that different therians will be born to take their place.
Meaning that even if you kill one, there are more waiting in line. They can't be wiped out.
Looks like prioritizing the one over the many was the right call this time. Eh, Velvet?
I never said I wouldn't kill her, if it would prevent Innominat's reawakening. But therians can't be killed. Not truly.
Which means I can never get a game over. Good job, Velvet. Now I can throw you into battle senselessly.
So, in a nutshell, if you kill one, another person who's receptive to Innominat's power will be reborn as one.
Right. But the song says that 7 mouths feed the body, so there's only so many around.
If you don't kill them, the next ones won't be born.
Exactly.
People die when they are killed. Wow!
So we remove the 7 therians from their Earth Pulse points instead. But then, we also have to protect them so the Abbey doesn't steal them back. Or kill them.
Sounds tricky.
We've got to protect my bug, too.
Yeah, you take real good care of that thing now. Got it?
You bet I will.
In that case, we should probably work on securing a proper hideout for ourselves. You got a secret base or anything, Eisen?
It's every man's fantasy, but sadly, I don't.
I have a pillow fort on bottom deck. That's where we'll be having our meetings from now on.
We need a hard-to-find spot. One where we can guarantee a steady supply of malevolence for the therians.
Somewhere devoid of people but full of malevolence. Real poser you got there.
With the Abbey in control of the entire continent, finding a place like that will be easier said than done.
Meanwhile, Inominat's reawakening draws ever closer. We'll have to keep collecting our therians while we search for a hideout. For now, let's just get to Logris.
Couldn't we just use Velvet's hometown? That might work, I think. I think the map's about to open up again, and if so, we can get the next part of that elixir. I'm hoping we can.
Hey, old man! Give me all the water and food you got! Wait your turn, moron! I was drifting out at sea for 3 days! Almost died out there! Poor you! You probably deserved it! Say that again, wise ass! I dare ya!
Shut up, both of you! No one's getting anything until you pay me what you owe first.
Are they gonna be okay?
Don't pay them any mind. Sailors are just a short-tempered bunch, that's all.
I'm still here, Velvet. I know what I said.
Huh? The hell are you doing?
What's going on?
They've jacked up the price to dock our ship here.
Oh yeah? Some real balls you've got there, buddy.
If you lot want to moor here, that's the price you're gonna pay. Look, pirates are a liability to begin with, but calling your crew infamous these days would be putting it lightly. The more wanted you are, the more it's gonna cost to hide you. Capiche?
Hard to argue there. Benwick, just pay the man what he wants.
Yes, sir. You're such pushovers. You and the captain both.
I knew I could count on you to come through, Eisen. Pleasure doing business with you.
Looks like I'm causing you trouble.
It comes with the job. Don't sweat it. Some sailors just have longer tempers than others.
Noted.
Even when Eisen, that's something I kind of like about him. Even when he seems like he's really short-tempered, he's really short-tempered with a plan. He's not short-tempered, but he seems to get upset or become upset really easily sometimes, but it's so weird to explain.
Alright, everything's all fixed up. Now to polish this ship from top to bottom.
You really throw your back into your work, don't you?
Why shouldn't I? The Von Eltia is our pride and joy, our weapon. And most importantly, our home.
I'm sure you've heard this before, but she's one odd-looking ship.
The Von Eltia was built by the Kingdom 12 years ago, using the very best technology available. She was designed for search and seizure operations on the high seas. Apparently, her unusual design comes from an engineer who is familiar with technology from the far continent.
But on her maiden voyage, a string of mysterious accidents took the lives of the captain, then the second, and then the third in command. People thought the ship was bad luck. She was about to be scrapped when Captain Eifried came and snatched her for himself.
If the ship was bad luck, why did Eifried want it?
Well, I'm sure part of it was that he wanted a sturdy ship, capable of reaching the far continent. But when I asked him why, he said, "She looks interesting."
She's too interesting if you ask me. We've been chased by storms, struck by icebergs, attacked by a giant whale. You name it.
3 years ago when the first mate arrived.
Are you sure that's not just because of Eisen? Or is he like doubling down on the bad luck? He's like, well, I already have Eisen, so I guess I'll just take the ship too.
It all made sense. To think we'd been haunted by a Reaper the whole time.
Oh, come on. Don't go blaming the captain and the first mate for every bad thing that happens. I bet you're all just frustrated because you're forced to go where they tell you.
None of us are forced to be here. We're here because we choose to be here. And we do so fully knowing what sort of men the captain and the first mate are.
Anyone can leave the crew whenever they like. We're free pirates, each of us, here because we want to be. Some of us love adventure, some are looking to test their fate, and some are just searching for a good place to die. We're a ragtag bunch of rogues, that's for sure. But not a one of us has died carrying regret or resentment.
So we're glad to help out you and yours. But you'd best not forget what we stand for.
I won't.
They're quite the crew, aren't they?
Were all those accidents truly caused by your power?
Yeah. I've been searching far and wide for a way to lift the Reaper's curse. But when I couldn't find a single thread to follow on this continent, I turned my eyes to the other side of the ocean.
And that's why you boarded this ship.
And a fine ship she is. The Von Eltia was built...
By the way, one of you guys, I'm sorry, I did not mean to give you a response like that. I didn't understand your question, but one of you guys in the comment section asked me, you're like, so Zeno, do you have any ships for Berseria? And I didn't contemplate what you meant by ship, like ship at first, and I'm like, yeah, it's the Von Eltia. I wasn't trying to troll you or anything, I just didn't think about the question.
From 1,000-year-old wood, you know. Before I found my coin, she was my vessel. But then the accidents came.
And then Ifrid stole the ship. Did he know you were on board?
Definitely. He had pretty solid resonance going for him. Although at first, I think he assumed I was just a dour-eyed lubber worthy of little notice.
I suppose being a Reaper tends to take its toll like that.
No argument there. But still, whether they could see me or not, they didn't act any differently at all. I fought my damn curse with everything I had. And Ifrid and his crew fought right along with me. Hell, we even finally made it to the far continent.
And you didn't find anything there? To help with your curse?
I didn't even look.
But that's why you went there, isn't it?
Eventually, I just got tired of fighting back. The crew, they taught me how to feel alive. And the joy of pursuing my dreams alongside good friends.
Wow, that seemed to surprise Velvet quite a bit. It still sucks that, like, nothing new ever shows up here. Because I never want any of this Water Norman stuff, and it's not like I'm so broke I can't afford any of these, in-off bottles, so there's no reason to do any of these mini-games. It's not like I spent a lot of time doing them, either. Still 3 chests here I haven't opened. I already did open the cat's box for this area, though. Can we go in here after it was all burned? Oh yeah, those black spots where we burned everything.
Just when are we gonna be allowed free access through Vortigern? Having to go all the way around it every time is far too inconvenient. If they insist on building a big gate over the sea, the least they can do is let honest folk through it.
I get why you're upset, but maybe they just haven't been able to devote the resources to fix it after those savage demons wrecked the place.
I wonder who that was. Definitely not the Reaper.
Are still in the loose, aren't they?
Yep, standing right here.
From what I heard, the demons who wrecked Vortigern were the same ones that killed the High Priest.
What? No way. Wait a minute. The High Priest was killed?
Yeah. The official story is that he's injured or sick or something, but I heard differently.
Then no wonder they haven't had time for Vortigern. I hope the Abbey finds those demons quick. Those monsters need to pay for what they did.
Looks like our infamy is growing by the day.
Maybe they've even put a bounty on us by now.
They keep embellishing our escapades, though. I'm honestly a little hurt they're calling us monsters.
The more they embellish, the easier it is for us to get around. Confusion and panic will only help us.
By the way, for those of you watching the DRV3 LP, doesn't Magalu, like, she could be like the twin sister of Miu, and you wouldn't even be able to notice. Like, they could hang out together all day long, and I'd just, like, watch that series. Anyways, if you guys are liking the videos, please leave a like. It helps out a lot, and if you want to become a member of the Dust Brigade, just click subscribe. Thank you, and have a wonderful day. Riding out. I'm the Reaper.